Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. Now, Wednesday Wisdom is normally with Joan and Shirley. So, hello, Shirley.
Hello, Joanne. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. But this morning, we have been graced by the presence of another beautiful lady, Andrea Gulak. And she's coming to us all the way from Victoria this morning. So, good morning, Andrea.
Good morning. How are you all?
It's not, we're well. I'm fine. And yourself?
I am not too bad. I am flying out of the door in a few minutes for my first Christmas party. So I'm good.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So, for anybody that's watching this for the first time, our Wednesday Wisdom, we have a chat of a Wednesday about things that happen in business, things that we can get over in business. And also, we like to promote a business that we're all connected with and share the difficulties and the celebrations that we have in this business. If you've got any questions at the end of this, just drop one of us a note and we'll come back to you with some information to answer your question. So this morning, girls, I want to talk about the issues that we have in business and what stops us from moving forward. So, Andrea, would you like to kick this off in your area where, I know you've had a few stops and starts. So what made you stop and then what made you start again?
Thank you for throwing me into the cold water as the first
That's okay.
absolutely new here and rocking the boat.
Well, that's how we do it.
Let's do it. What's stopping us? Jesus, there is, I don't know how long this call is, but there's so many reasons stopping us, right? They're limiting beliefs, they're imposter syndrome. Sometimes it's just stuff that we can't control. So there's so many headlines that we can fill with whatever stories. For me personally, I probably had many reasons to stop and start. And when I reflect on it, you said business, but I think it's kind of how we do one thing, we do everything. When I reflect on what happened in my business then, it happened actually in my life. Yes. So the first time when I started this amazing business, I started, when did I start? A little bit than 2 years ago. And I was successful very quickly. Very quickly. I made quite a few sales in the first month of me joining. And then my head kicked in and I started to ask myself, all those questions that then revealed limiting beliefs, not just in business, but in life. Why me? Why am I suddenly successful? Why are those people trusting me? What do I have that they want from me? And can I actually deliver? Oh my gosh, I think I can't deliver. I'm probably not even worth having success. Who am I to experience success so quickly? How? And then I exploded and I stepped back because I thought, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle it. All those things that I told myself.
Yes.
That I can't do.
Yes.
Now looking back, I probably wasn't ready, even though I was ready. But I just started, I have done personal development for years and years and years and years. But I also had, at the same time, things happen in my personal life that triggered those limiting beliefs. And I probably wasn't ready as such, even though we only, we're one step ahead of everyone that joins us to make an impact in this world. But I felt I got to spend more time on working on myself, which I've done more and more. So now at least I understand what happened then 2 years ago.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
So that was the first time. Yeah.
So I'll just come back. I'll come to Shirley now, and then we'll come back and do the what got you going. Okay. So Shirley, have you had a bit of a stop and a start as well?
Yes, I had when I resonate with a lot with Andrea say. And my big excuse me to join this business was my English, my different pronunciation that people doesn't understand me. I was like, how I can do a video, how I can talk with people. This was something that struggled me so much in my life and in business as well. And this was my big excuse me. Oh, I can't enjoy this. Who going to watch me? Who going to listen me? This was my big question, and it was the limiting belief that Joanne helped me a lot to move forward. I'm not still perfect, but now I'm getting better every day, I trust. And this, like Andrea said, is a personal development. It's like overcoming limitation in our lives. Because if I stay in my cove and didn't talk with anyone, I didn't have my voice over there. I couldn't impact other people. They feel the same. They are scared to show up. And I know that I have a lot to share with you others, and anyone going to stop you anymore. And Jojo, how was for you?
Yeah, for me, well, I'm about 2 years since I bought my machines, but then within weeks of me buying my machines, I moved to England. And English people think differently about water than what Australians do, because for us it's a big necessity, but not quite so over there. And then we had COVID hit. So virtually our whole time in UK was spent in lockdown. So then when we come back to Australia, I was in a mentor group that I'm very grateful for, but it didn't move me forward. So now I've sort of stumbled with things, but again, it's that, am I good enough to lead? You know, and I guess really in reality, the first person we have to lead is ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the struggle. We have to learn to lead ourselves first and do for us what we need to do. So let's go to what then happened to cause the restart. Andrea.
Mm-hmm. May I just make a comment about what you just said?
Yeah.
I have decided not to call those things a struggle. Yep. Because struggle for me is very negative, and I turned it around, and this is one of the things why I started again and why I'm going backwards and forwards, but always in the summary going forwards. It's not, for me personally, even though sometimes it feels hard or it feels like, you know, there is no answer, but I've decided not to see it as a struggle, but as a gift for me to work something out.
Yes.
To discover something, to learn something. And it might not necessarily be labeled with business. The whole thing, this whole business is about ourselves anyway. The business is not a byproduct, definitely not. But everything that we experience, every change in our thoughts and our feelings and our awareness, whatever happens to us personally, of course, it's reflected in our business, in our connection to people. And that's the thing that I have learned, and that's why I started again, that I think in life we go through phases. We need to be quiet to then come out steaming and screaming in a positive way again. At least that works for me. So I started again because I learned more about me. I learned more to address and to kick my limiting beliefs or whatever is holding me back. And I learned to take the things that might look like a failure and twist it around and say, thank you. It's not a failure. It's the greatest learning. And because I've learned that, and because I remembered why I actually started in the first place, I feel really energized again. So
Fantastic.
I'm still standing for all the things that I started, or the reasoning why I started, the impact and helping elder women to actually basically organize their retirement whenever that is, to be financially independent, to live a confident life in front of my teenage children, all of those things. The reason is still there. But
Fantastic.
because so much about self-development and really, we talk about like no trust when we talk about the people that we are talking to online or in person. But we get to do that to ourselves first, as you said,
Yes.
the self-leadership, that's the main thing. Everything else will fall into place. And you need to be quiet to be loud, to be quiet to be loud. So this, for me, that's how I see it. The ins going in and going out, but not really out, just being a bit quieter in business.
That is an absolutely fantastic insight. Thank you for that. So Shirley.
Yes, I
What
think
about you?
this business was the reason for me to go out of these limitations that I had, or still having a little bit as well, because the personal development is something that you do for life, and like
Yes.
you're healing or overcoming some limitation, and the others will appear. And I found like the leaders, the mentors that you have in this community made
Yes.
grow so much and healing a lot of limitation that I have in myself. And I'm so grateful for our community and for our mentor. It's like I feel that I'm in the right place at the right time. And this making me so happy that I have this possibility to talk, to learning, and it's a constant learning. Now I deal with appear in my life more easily and quickly. I don't got stuck in repetitive thoughts. I know I self-aware. Oh my God, this happened. I change, I shift my mindset quickly.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
not gonna stay in the same place that I was before. And they appear for us. And then it's okay, move on, you can't stay there. And then I'm so grateful for this business, for this community, for you ladies that are in my life, that I'm growing and I'm changing myself and I'm here to serve, to help others as well.
So Shirley, we went to an event a few weeks ago. Did that have a big impact on where you are now?
Oh, for sure. Oh my God, my heart was pumping like 2 days after that. I couldn't like feel the energy because our community is 99% woman. And
Women,
like
yeah.
the energy, what the people, the tips they give, the how they celebrate life was amazing. I still, I still feeling this emotion with me.
I
It's quite
can see it. I can see it in you actually. And even though Shirley says that this is, dominantly women, we are looking for good men to come in and, get that balance right. We have some amazing men in the platform. And I listened to a message the other day where the guys are getting together and saying, we're going to get more men into this business, and that would be absolutely fantastic. So for me, I guess I've never really stopped. I've stalled. I've kept going, but it's been at a slower pace. But like Shirley, we had a big kickstart a couple of weeks ago when we went to the function. And oh my goodness, if you can get to one of our functions, it will change your life. You will not leave that function, those days, and be the same. And I'm very grateful because in this community, the people who have gone before us, they've walked that walk. They've gone through the struggles. They've done everything that they need to do. And now they're talking their talk. And we're talking people that are earning 7 and 8 figure incomes with this business. 6 is easy.
Yeah.
But 7 and 8 figure income, they're our teachers, they're our mentors, they're the ones that can share with us. And the other thing I like is when somebody finds something that works, they share it with everybody. We don't have any competition in the platform that we're in because everybody is there cheering each other on. And that's, to me, the beauty. But, you know, we're ready to go kick some butt from here on in. Not saying it's going to be in the new year, but from today, we're out there. And if you want some more information on this business, on how you can create health and wealth with a high ticket product, then just contact each and every one of us. Andrea, would you like a last few words?
Oh my gosh, I'm opening and I'm closing. It sounds like it's too good to be true, because the possibility that this business offers, or the possibilities, are endless. And at the start, that was one of the reasons for me to look into it and be fascinated by it. Saying that, it is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not a scheme in the first place.
No.
But it is a possibility if you're able to and willing to put a plan down in your mind, in your heart for 5 years, for 10 years. Yes. And you're willing to follow, because that's the thing, right? We have those amazing mentors and we want what they have. And we get to be honest with ourselves. Are we willing and prepared to walk exactly the same steps? Because if we don't, we might not get there. So my closing comment is amazing community, amazing business, amazing opportunity to look in the mirror and take responsibility for every second forward from here on, for anyone and everyone that's in the business and that's interested to be. That's it. And thank you for having me.
Liz, our pleasure to have you. Now, Shirley, your last closing thoughts.
Yeah, my last words could be more committed with your dreams than with your fears. This, I think, is really important because you give too much attention of your fears, what other people going to think of us, and this doesn't take us anywhere. And then I ask you, please, committed with your dreams, and here you have the opportunity to make your dream a reality. For sure, you are going to work in yourself. This is the biggest work over here, and it's really worth. Thank you very much for listening us.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. It's been an absolute pleasure. And the only thing that I can say to end this is, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Have a look back at the last 5 years of your life. Have you advanced? Are you in a better place? Have you sorted your goals and your dreams? If not, well, let's go, get on board, and let's go kick this to the goal posts. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, everybody. This is Wednesday Wisdom with Joan and Shirley, and also Andrea today. So you have an amazing time, and thank you.
Thank you.